Good, happy Tuesday morning, January 25th, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Tuesday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Tuesday morning, so let's get started right now. First up, man accused of firing gun at car behind him in Lebanon, police say. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
I think what sets us apart is the fact that our technicians live and breathe only chimneys. It's not a part of our company, it is our company.
Police say this all started Saturday afternoon when a car tried to pass Donald Delisle's SUV. Delisle is then accused of shooting outside the back window of his SUV, aiming at that car, causing that car to swerve, almost hitting a snowbank.
Sir, you may be seated.
Monday afternoon, Donald Delisle pleaded not guilty to attempted murder, criminal threatening, and 3 other counts. The judge ordering he be held without bail and to not contact the alleged victims.
He believed, whether rightly or wrongly is something that'll have to be decided, he believed the people who were following him and attempting to pass him were seeking to do him harm.
The defense arguing Delisle struggled with mental health in the past, on medications with side effects potentially leading to his perception. When police arrested him after the alleged shooting, Delisle says the people following him were trying to kill him, tried to poison him, and that his ex-girlfriend had poisoned him for years.
These are strangers to him. There was no ongoing conflict, so he clearly presents a danger to the community when he would take 2 deadly weapons, using his vehicle as a deadly weapon and a firearm to endanger the safety of strangers.
The state acknowledges there's a mental health issue, but say Delisle is a danger to the public. Lebanon police say this is an extreme case of road rage they haven't seen the likes of for years. Their advice to others who face dangerous situations on the road:
try to de-escalate the situation, separate themselves any way possible, and notify local authorities. Don't engage with the other party.
Luckily, though, no one was hurt during the incident. In Lebanon, Grace Finerman, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Timeline narrowed down of when Harmony Montgomery last seen. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
The floor model clearance sale is here. Mainly Tubs is discounting all remaining floor model hot tubs and saunas.
Well, Tom, investigators say they're no closer to finding where Harmony Montgomery may be, but today they've narrowed down their search as to when the 7-year-old went missing. According to new information from New Hampshire's Attorney General, Harmony Montgomery was last seen by witnesses on November 27th of 2019. The same day her father Adam and stepmother Kayla Montgomery were evicted from their home on Guilford Street in Manchester.
We've identified 2 vehicles. They were homeless and living out of a car at that time. We've identified 2 different vehicles that we were living out of.
Investigators say the family was living out of 2 cars in the north end of Manchester in the weeks following. Between December 6th and December 10th of 2019, Adam and Kayla were spotted with their 2 other children, but not with Harmony. Investigators now believe Harmony went missing sometime between November 28th and December 10th of that year.
Are you getting discouraged at all, Chief?
I'm a little discouraged, to be honest with you, right? But that's not going to stop what we're doing.
Earlier Monday, Kayla Montgomery appeared in court where she pleaded not guilty to welfare fraud for collecting food stamps intended for Harmony during the time she was missing. Kayla could be released on personal recognizance bail after completing a rehabilitation program in Nashua. At this point, neither Kayla nor Adam Montgomery have been charged directly with Harmony's disappearance. Kayla's attorney believes that isn't going to change.
Do I think there's something else coming down the road? I don't know. I don't have any basis at this point in time to believe that there's something else coming down the road.
Adam Montgomery is currently behind bars being held without bail for allegedly assaulting Harmony and interfering with her custody. And Manchester police are hopeful that this new timeline will help jog some people's memories and lead to new clues as to when and where Harmony was last seen. Live in Manchester tonight, Scott Cook, WMUR News 9.
And there is that dedicated tip line that you can call or text around the clock. That number on your screen, 603-203-6060. Investigators asking for any information that could help find Harmony Montgomery.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Ten more people die of COVID-19 in New Hampshire as active cases drop. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
The floor model clearance sale is here. Mainly Tubbs is discounting all remaining floor model hot tubs and saunas.
So on to the pandemic now. Active infections of COVID-19 dropping to 15,000 tonight. This is the lowest since January the 6th. There are nearly 7,900 new cases to report, with nearly 6,200 from the weekend and over 1,000 from a backlog. Current hospitalizations down now to 411. There are 10 new deaths to report.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire congressional delegation supports efforts to extend enhanced child tax credit. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
New Hampshire families would have received another check as part of the enhanced child tax credit this month, but that program has come to an end. Now, News 9 is asking the state's congressional delegation about continuing it. Payments went to families of 217,000 eligible children, according to estimates from the Joint Economic Committee. That was almost $320 million between July and December. It also included payments to children whose parents had very low incomes. Because the enhanced portion of the program has ended, the credit will no longer be paid in monthly installments. The Biden administration's Build Back Better bill included the extension, but failed to get through Congress. Senator Shaheen and Representatives Custer and Pappas say they support efforts to extend the enhanced credit. Senator Hassan supports the extension as well. She has also co-sponsored a standalone bill to do that.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. FDA halts use of antibody drugs unlikely to work against Omicron. Let's take a listen to that video and that report.
As one of the region's largest family-owned energy providers, Eastern Propane and Oil knows a thing or two about.
Throughout the course of the pandemic, monoclonal antibodies have been a saving grace for both patients and providers.
But as WVTM 13's Chip Scarborough explains, a potentially life-saving tool is apparently no match for the Omicron variant.
While the surge in COVID-19 patients has at times been too much for some hospitals to handle, the use of monoclonal antibodies has often kept the problem from going from bad to worse.
Estimates are we prevented 70 to 85% of hospitalizations by giving those monoclonal antibody infusions within 5 days of onset of symptoms.
But while monoclonal antibodies have helped patients fight off the Delta variant and other variants throughout the pandemic, the same can't be said for Omicron.
The monoclonal antibodies that we've been using from Regeneron and from Lilly do not work against Omicron. That's a fact.
Dr. Michael Sagg says another form of monoclonal antibodies is being lined up for distribution to Alabama. It's called sotrovimab.
For the time being, though, we're in this really awkward window where we might not have as much access to sotrovimab.
The Alabama Department of Public Health sent me a statement about the use of monoclonal antibodies in our state, saying Health and Human Services is recommending providers continue treating patients with the antibody therapies already being used. However, reserving sotrovimab for patients who test positive for Omicron or for those who are in an area where the presence of Omicron is greater than 20%.
We've requested it for UAB, but even if we do get it, we are getting it with an allocation that the federal government is determining. So if we have a very big wave, not only is it going to be challenging to have enough of it, it also requires a lot of people to give that monoclonal antibody in a clinic.
Doctors stressing the issue with the monoclonal antibody therapy is especially troubling for those who are unvaccinated. In Birmingham, Chip Scarborough, WVTM 13.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay opens new restaurant in Boston. Reality TV chef Gordon Ramsay new Boston restaurant opened Monday at the Mandarin Oriental with a menu inspired by meals the famously hard-to-please chef would serve in his own home. The idea for the restaurant was born during the pandemic with a menu deployed in Ramsay's home. The menu began developing in the summer of 2020 at Gordon's house in LA, said Michelle, a winner on Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen reality show. It's the first Ramsay Kitchen location in the United States. He loves the city of Boston's culture scene, said the CEO of Gordon Ramsay's North America. Let's take a listen to this video.
While other dealerships' lots are empty, New Car has the used cars, trucks, and SUVs you want. We're talking over 1,500 vehicles to choose from. In Tilton, Plymouth, and Gorham, shop quality pre-owned vehicles from all your favorite brands. And don't worry where your car is located.
I'm feeling really good about opening day. We've gone through several months of training our chefs here on the menu that's been developed since 2020. So the inspiration behind Ramsay's Kitchen is really in the name. It's something that Chef Ramsay would be cooking in his own home kitchen. This menu began developing in the summer of 2020 in Gordon's house in LA. So the development actually was beginning in his actual home. Things that he would serve to his family in his own house, friends, family. So that's where we drew the inspiration from for Ramsay's Kitchen. So obviously there are some concerns launching a restaurant in the middle of a pandemic, but we're doing as much as we can to be as safe as possible. Everybody here is required to wear masks, including our front of house guests. We obviously follow the Boston City mandates. We do require everyone be vaccinated and provide that proof of vaccination upon entering our restaurant. So although we are still in the middle of a pandemic, I think that everyone can feel very safe in coming here and dining with us.
Okay, and there you go. Looks very cool. I'll need to go and check it out. His restaurant in Boston. Cool, cool, cool. And that does it for your news for this morning. Now let's switch gears and let's go into weather. Weather right now is cloudy, 25 degrees, slight chance of snow over the next 6 hours. There is one closing to pass along, and the Winnipesaukee Wellness Center will be opening at 8 o'clock this morning. With a full weather forecast, let's go to meteorologist Haley Lapointe. Good morning, Haley.
In today's competitive real estate market, buyers and sellers need the experience and guidance of a realtor more than ever. New Hampshire.
Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Haley Lapointe. Here's an update on your forecast. We have impact weather today due to light snow that has moved through, though the bulk of it has already passed through during the overnight hours. Still could be some slick spots on the roadways. A dusting to 1 inch already has fallen, and we may see some on and off snow showers at any time later on in the day. So slippery road conditions this morning in some spots. Then we're tracking our next storm system for Saturday. Looks like a nor'easter, and this one could bring potentially heavy amounts of snow and also some some concerns at the coastline with gusty winds and even splash over and coastal flooding, a concern with this next system. Today, though, impact weather due to this light snow that has passed through. Temperatures this afternoon in the 20s and 30s. So the impact weather mainly this morning due to the messy road conditions, which have been improving, though. We'll see clouds, and then later ahead to the afternoon, a little bit of sun poking through the clouds. A few snow showers still remain, and that'll be the case off and on today. You can see some of these light snow showers back over New York State. Very light stuff, though, at a maximum an inch of accumulation. In most spots, though, it's just kind of a light coating. So as we go through the day, on and off snow showers, you see them kind of redeveloping as we get into the afternoon and into the evening here, and then the clouds will clear. So we're looking at mainly clear skies overnight and then sunshine for Wednesday. Then we're going to skip ahead because Wednesday and Thursday look quiet with sun, just a bit cold. Friday, some light snow showers move through. And then here's the next potential storm system, and this one does look significant. It would be all throughout the day on Saturday with the snow continuing on from Friday, but then picking up in intensity Saturday morning. And then you also see these lines here. This is indicating the winds, and look at how strong they get by Saturday afternoon. It may coincide with a high tide, so concerns at the coast along with heavy bands of snow. And at this point, it continues to be the right track, really, to give us all snow. So we'll have to watch that very closely, but it could be significant. Gone by Sunday morning. So the storm impacts for Saturday's storm would be heavy snow, high impact, slippery travel, high impact, possibly gusty winds, and coastal concerns of medium threat now, but we may have to boost that even to high 2 if the storm tracks the way that would bring in some storm surge and even dealing with some strong winds too. So basically, you need to be on the lookout for Saturday with this storm system moving through. We're continuing to track it as well. And following this system, it looks cold again with highs in the 20s.
Okay, and there you go on that weather forecast from meteorologist Haley Lapointe. Thank you for that, Haley. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.